What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be taking a look at Fiona's skill set. So yes, we have all her skills. First glance, she looks like a really good support. Now we're going to have to see exactly how her mechanics work out in the game, but let's jump right into it.
Today is another positive day for Forges. Since the devout little praise came, everyone is infected by her enthusiasm.
Wipe out your enemies before they can do any harm. That's the best way to protect your allies.
Violent style, increased attack, hit point, rate, precision. This is my goodwill. Basic attack targets one random enemy, dealing damage and inflicting one layer of sanction mark. There is a chance to remove one random control effect from one controlled ally. Sanction mark skill effect. It's used for enhancing Fiona's active skill. I'll protect everyone. When the battle starts, grants all allies a shield equal to percentage of attack and a redemption, which shields them equal to percentage of their max HP. When the round ends, grants allies with the lowest HP a shield equal to percentage of attack and redemption, with healing effect equal to percentage of the target max HP. Redemption skill effect. When the shield is gone, restores self HP. The effect will disappear upon the trigger. Taste my hammer. Deals damage against one enemy. Then Fiona inflicts one layer of sanction mark to targets. Will grant several allies with the lowest HP a shield and redemption. Cute Sage of Violence, Fiona is coming to you. Let us greet her together.
Okay, guys, so that was the skills video. It was pretty cool looking. Granted, the skills video, you always have to take it with a grain of salt because it's not always the most accurate PvP combat scenario simulation. So, the sword flash was there. The shields seem to stay up the entire fight. She keeps reapplying them passively. Plus, with her active, this looks like she could be one of the best supports in the game right now. Plus, she has some single target nuke ability. Again, wait for us to test her on the live stream. Most of what we're going to test her is PvP because she is essentially a PvP hero. She will give, survivability support to your team in other game modes. Maybe Arc, maybe Vortex, but let's go over her skills because they're looking pretty good. Again, wait for us to build her first. Taste my hammer. So this skill actually has a little bit of a issue here. You'll see the 200% a couple times. That's incorrect on this sheet. It's actually 2000%. So yes, it's a big nuke. On the active skill, Taste My Hammer deals 2000% of attack damage against one enemy. Priority goes to the enemies with sanction mark, which we'll talk about later. For every one layer of sanction mark that target has, Fiona will perform the same attack again, up to 8 extra attacks. So it's called the sanction mark. I feel like it's going to do mark damage and could potentially go through Unbending Will. So she could be a single target nuker right here. We'll see, which would be crazy for a priest. Then Fiona inflicts one layer of sanction mark to that target again, while granting 3 allies with the lowest HP a shield equal to 2000% of attack and 1 layer of redemption. Redemption is a heal effect that will do 15% of the target's max HP once they lose that shield, which is pretty cool. So right here it says redemption skill effect. When the shield is gone, restores self HP. The effect will disappear upon trigger. That sounds like a really strong single target nuke. Oh, she has potential. She is a priest. Is she going to do anything Aspen Dungeon? No, but we already have that solved. I think she's mainly a PvP hero. Next ability is Violent Style. So her passives are 35% attack, 50% HP, 30% crit, and 70% precision. That precision and attack is perfect because that's what you want. This is my goodwill. Basic attack targets one random enemy. Priority goes to enemies with the sanction mark. So it's like a smart basic attack. Not that bad. Dealing 480% of attack damage, inflicting one layer of sanction mark. So it puts another one on. There is a 100% chance to remove a random control effect from one controlled ally. That's pretty strong. We also have an ability that is smart. It knows where to go. That seems really good. I mean, anything that's like a smart AI utility, usually pretty good. This one here. I will protect everyone. Let me get this kind of lined up good. I will protect anyone. This one is so good. All right, when the battle starts, it grants all allies a shield equal to 1500% of attack and a layer of redemption. If you remember, redemption is the one that heals when you lose a shield. So that's just at the beginning of battle. Everybody gets it. She doesn't have to use an active to give shields. She doesn't have to use basic to give shields. She just gives shields. Okay, that's good. When a round ends, grants two allies with the lowest HP a shield equal to 750% of attack. So it's a half power at the end of each round, but it's smart and goes against the two allies with the lowest HP with healing effect equal to 15% of the target's max HP. So she just gives them the healing as well. I mean, I don't gotta tell you, heroes that do things passively that aren't countered by carries and things like that, they can be pretty strong. Oh yeah, and by the way, it sounds like these shields are very similar to a Inosuke. So potentially the value of upgraded Magic Stone swords might have also gone up, because if these layers of if these shields work the same as Inosuke shields, which it sounds like it does, Magic Stone sword could give your team so much survivability, like so much, because essentially it takes 8 hits to kill a target with Magic Stone sword. Could be interesting. We're definitely going to test her out with the Magic Stone sword and other heroes with Magic Stone sword tonight. We'll at least be testing one of them, maybe two if she's really good. I don't know. We do have a couple clarifications down the bottom here. Sanction mark is a skill effect, so of course this can't be modified or changed by Forces or purified. Skill effects always are there. It's used for enhancing Fiona's active skill. Redemption is also a skill effect, so it cannot be removed by Forces. When the shield is gone, restores self HP. The effect will disappear upon the trigger. Not stackable, so you can only get one layer of that. And shield is a skill effect as well. Again, Forces can't interact with it. Offsets the direct damage and dots received will disappear when the strength of the shield is 0. The shield strength caps at 5,000. So that, I mean, that's a high amount. The one thing we don't have specific clarification on is if the shield is buffed based on her attack or the ally's attack, because it is a skill effect. And skill effects are similar to Olivia's Fairy Guard, where the Fairy Guard's attack percent, the heal it gives, is based on the ally who receives it attack. You guys didn't know that. It's the same thing, maybe. So if the shield is going on your Sword Flash with insane high attack values, that could be pretty strong. I mean, it sounds really good. I'm just going over clarifications here. It does look like there's potential for this hero to be very, very strong. Probably the best support to have on your team. Now, where is this going to be useful? PvP, of course. This is going to be like a guaranteed amazing hero. Yeah, let me roll it back. I think she could be a really good hero in PvP. Now, these shields, if these shields are based on the hero that they're landing on's attack, so like if you have your first E5 and you build her as like, you know, a lower tier hero, she could be one of the best supports for the early mid game as well, depending on how those shields work. Because if it's giving it based on the target shield, that could be a ton of survivability to any one of your first E5s. Even if you have like 2 or 3 E5s, build like a 9 or a 10 star over, this could be really, really strong. This I'll protect everyone being 100% passive, and the only way to stop it is literally with like a Sherlock Dove or to kill her is really strong. Her basic, while it doesn't hit hard, it doesn't do much. It does interact with her active ability, which is cool, but the big thing is 100% chance to remove one random control effect from a controlled ally. That means Purify is going to be able to get rid of more things on your target. Violent style, the passives, they're all very good. That crit chance could be really good for her active because, I mean, her active could have a potential of being a gigantic nuke hitting multiple times for 2,000% of her attack. Now, we don't know if we're building her tanky or if we're building her straight offense. If her shields are based on her attack value, she's probably going to want to be like an A and B hero. I know we got a lot of A and B heroes, but at the very least, maybe build her with a Magic Stone Sword or a crown with a ton of attack value. Or if it's based on the target who's receiving the shield, you might want to build her a little more tanky. We don't know just yet. We'll have to see once it goes live later tonight. But again, come on by the live stream. We will have it. We'll have at least one of her. We might even test 2. I might build 2 on the Lights Army. I don't know. We'll have to see. It'll be pretty fun using her 3 Transcendence heroes, 1 or 2 Fionas, some Rogans. Could be fun. And then later on in the week, we'll test her out on some lower tier accounts. See if we can build her, as like a 3rd or 4th E5 and see how it works out in the mid game. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys tonight, hopefully on the live stream.